welcome to my YouTube channel. So on today's video, we're going to try to create a graphics on Canva, starting from scratch. And as you can see here, this is going to be what we're going to be creating on Canva. I believe you can all see how it looks. These are images. We have a text here, and we have this shape. So let's get into it. So first thing first, the moment you access your canva.com, you want to go to customize size. You want to create a new design. So you click on customize size. Now you want to input the width and the height with the units. On this video, we'll be using 1080 by 1080, okay, and it's going to be pixel. So I can click on it here, since it's part of what I used recently, or probably for the first time, then you have to type it yourself. So now you click on create new design. So here you have a fresh canvas. What we want to do now is we want to create an element, a shape. Going down to my elements, I have square here, or you can go to shapes and you pick the square. All right. So here I have it, a rectangle. So I'm going to drag it up here. If you notice the rectangle curve edges. On this video, we don't need the curve edge. So let's go to the corner rounding. Let's change it to 0. So then you can be able to take it up. Now I'm going to be stretching. Don't let me use the word stretching. Stretching means from the side here, right? Or here, I'm going to be scaling. I'm going to increase the size of this shape to fit in the 4/4 of my canvas. So the moment I increase it, you can see that I come across a line. This line shows the half that I'm in the middle of the canvas. So now I will drag it down to get the other half. Now it's equal here. So what I want to do is I want to right click, or I can even see the duplicates here. I can click here to duplicate, take it to this side. Now it matches. That's one way to duplicate, or you can Ctrl C if you're using laptop. On your Windows, Ctrl C, and you press Ctrl V to paste it. Either way works. Let's make sure that you duplicate it to get. So here we have the shapes. Now it's a square shape here. If we click on any one and we go to any of the shape and we go to position, in our layers, we're going to see the 4 shapes we've done so far. So now, after we achieve this, what we want to do is we want to upload our images that we want to use. The reason why we are going to color these, give these shapes colors. But the reason why I'm not bothered about the color right now is because I would love to pick the color right from the images I want to use to be able to have a color balancing. So we go to uploads. Now in my uploads, I already have the images I want to use. But let's say you don't have them, right? Because I'm going to be making these images available for us. So in the description, you can see a link to access these images. So you can easily use the same image I apply in this video. So now you're going to click on upload file. This takes you to your gallery, and you select the images that you want to use. So then here I have it now. I'm just going to check them in. So you can see also I try to make sure that it's centered. in that particular shape. So right now it's center with its own shape. Same thing I want to have for the other one. Now, both of them are centered. I'm going to drag this one down a little bit. Okay, so now I have both images. I have all the images here now. So now to give the background for each of the image background, to give it a color, I would love to use the color from the image. So now when I click on the shape, I can get to see where to change my colors. When I click on color right now, so see the beautiful thing Canva have for us. So now Canva gets to give us some colors that it found on the image, right? If you see all, now I have 4 images here, and each image it displays the color around the image. So now I'm talking about this icon here, the music icon. So I want to know which one I want to use. If I click this, I can say, or I can use this of my choice, right? So yeah. Now let's move to the science image. You can just play around with it. Sports, microscope. Okay. So here I have the background. I have the shape. I'm giving the shape color. So now it looks much more better and looks nicer, right? So the next thing I want to do is I want to write a text to give it a title of the image I have here. So now I'm going to go to text. I'm going to use the heading, add, it, add the heading. So clicking that, I have this here. So I'm just going to use it. Take it up here. Okay, reduce it. So you can reduce your text, the font size. Here at the top here, you can see font size. You can reduce it from here, or you can simply just drag it at the angle here up. That means I'm reducing it. If I drag it down, I'm increasing the fonts. So anyone is found easy or easier. Both are easy to do, right? But anyone you find easier. Yeah. So now I would like to change the fonts family, the fonts itself. I would love to use brick sounds, right? Brick sounds. So now I also want to let me make it a white color. Okay. So now I would like to have effect on my text. So I go to effect here, effect, and see. So all I want to do is I want to apply the curve effects. So now it can give me that curve, and I can see the settings of my curve. Now it's in urgent. I can decide to reduce it. If I feel like it's too much, I can, reduce it. So probably I'll be using 80 here. So I increase it a little bit. Now I also want the text to be lifted, like to have the feeling of, being lifted, not laying flat on the background. So I can see the style here, lifts. When I click on lift, you can see that effect. Let me zoom in very well. See the effect. So the intensity, the intense of the lift, how do I want it? Right now is in 50. If I increase it more, you can see that, right? So now I won't like it to be too much. So I'll be using the 50, right? Not to be obvious. So now that I have that, I'm kind of done. I'm actually done. So what next I need to do is to simply name the rest, like to put out the names on others. So here I'm going to duplicate. So I have the same effects. I'm going to bring it down here. So this is called spots. So I have it spots. So the next one I want to have is microscope, right? So I'm going to duplicate this, bring it down here. Now, if you notice something I'm doing, I'm trying to make sure that the text, everything I'm doing, to make sure it's aligned with each other, right? And at the same time, I did not change the size of my fonts. The moment I use that font size, I keep to it. So they all, have the same font. The uniqueness is there. Not one text is looking bigger than each other than the other and stuff like that. No, I'm sure that you have that uniqueness. So the other one is science. I'm going to have science. Here I have it centered. So this is how we achieve design. Now, on this video, I believe you've been able to know how to create a shape, to give it a color, how to even pick out color from the image, how to upload the image, how to write text, to change the font size, the font name, to apply effects on the text, right? And also layer. Now, talking about layer. So if I click on this, any of my elements, and I go to position, I can see it here. So if I want to do it properly, right? Talking about layer, right? If I want to do it properly, I can simply, this shape goes for the music, right? So I can decide to bring all the image that belongs to music to where it belongs to. Okay. Now you can see, so here, have it here. This is for science. Let's bring science down, the image down, and also the name science. Let's bring it down. This is what we call arrangement. Arrangement. What is next is sports. Sports. Let's bring sports down. Okay, perfect. So it works that way. Lastly, let's do something as well. Let's talk about grouping. So if you want to group your item, your elements. I want to group this image and the text. So I'm going to click on the image, then hold on to my shift and click on the text. Now, if you're using your mobile phone, you are going to look for the three dots, I believe. From there, you see multi-select. So then you have the chance to select more than one element. So when you select these two elements, you can see you have group. So here I can group it. Now it's one. I can move both together, right? So let's quickly do that for every of these elements. So they can be grouped. Won't make any mistake dragging them. Now we have it grouped. So it's easy to, to tag along. Very easy, very easy now. So that is all about this we want to achieve in this video. So guys, I hope this video is helpful. If it does, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, drop comments, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Stay blessed.